Hey, what's going on, guys? Schwarzenegger Match here. Today I have a great trick for you. This is very simple. It can be performed impromptu with a setup. You could use a gimmick version of this. There's so many ways to do it. And today I'm not showing the gimmick version. I am showing you the impromptu slash setup version. And after I perform it, I'll show you exactly how it's done. So let's get into this. I have a pack of cards here. I'll give them a shuffle. If you really wanted to, you can hand them out to the spectator. They can shuffle the cards. They can do everything. And once they're happy, you begin a trick. Once the deck is shuffled, you mention, okay, I have two predictions inside the box here. I just want to mention that way you know there's not more than one way out of this trick. At this point, what I would have the spectators do, hopefully there's two, I want them to agree on a number anywhere between 10 and 20. Doesn't matter what it is, they just have to agree on it. Let's say they chose the number 13. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm going to have them look at that card. I'm not going to look. Remember it. Alrighty. We'll keep it right where it was and just leave it like so. Now we need another card selected, so I'm going to literally just shuffle up the pack. That way we get a completely random another card selected that's completely random. Alright, we don't want repeats or anything. Now we're going to use the same exact number since you guys both agreed on it. So 13, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're going to look at the next card. I'm going to turn my head. Alrighty, you got it? Okay. At this point, I do want to mention this should be your card. I'll leave it right here, and a lot of people think I might know where the card is, so I give it a couple cuts and whatnot, just so you know the card is lost. Now, I will show you, you guys had free choice in any cards, okay? But watch. Remember I said there's predictions in here? Look. In the box, there are a total of 2 predictions. The first prediction says that you will pick the 4 of hearts, and I believe the second card chosen was the 4 of hearts. That's correct? Alright, well, thank you very much. The second prediction says you will pick the... You can read Japanese. You know what that says, right? You don't read Japanese? I'll tell you what it says. It says the 2 of diamonds. Is that correct? It is. Thank you very much. This trick works every single time, guys. Let's learn this right away, alright? The first thing you're going to want to do is find some Chinese symbols. Now, if maybe you already know some Chinese symbols, you'll be able to perform this impromptu, alright? You can really just BS the symbols, okay? Pretty much, I took a piece of paper, alright? I have a bunch of papers right here, and I looked up just Chinese symbols on Google. I wrote some down, folded it up, and put it in the box. Now, if you were performing this impromptu, what you would do is you would shuffle the pack up in the beginning. Once they're happy and satisfied with the pack, you're going to go through and say, okay, I'm going to make a prediction. As you're going through, you're going to look at the top card. The top card is going to be your prediction. So you would say, okay, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, 6 of diamonds. I'm going to close this up. On one piece of paper, I'm going to write 6 of diamonds, alright, and I'll put that in the box. On the next prediction, I'm going to write the Chinese symbols, alright, that maybe look like so. And that's obviously, hopefully you'll be able to freehand that. Now, the only reason I didn't do it impromptu is because I have trouble just kind of doing Chinese symbols quickly. But you can just do that, alright? Now, you're not going to know what the first card selected is, but you will know what the second spectator's card is. Now, watch. They're going to start off by picking a number or agreeing on a number, alright? You want to make sure they agree on it because they have to use that for both selections. Let's say it was 12 instead of 13 this time. So they would take the cards, you take the cards, and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They're going to look at the card, alright? Don't look at it. This card, you're not going to know what it is, okay? So this is the Ace of Hearts. You're not going to know that, alright? They're going to place it right back where it was, alright? And put all the other cards on top. So that was 12 other cards, alright? Now at this point, what you're going to do is shuffle the deck. Here's basically what I'm doing. You need to take one card, whether it's the bottom card, a card in the middle, and place it on top of the pack. That is your job. And here's how I find is the easiest way and most convincing way of doing so. If you do this, where you take half the pack and put it in your hand, followed by one card in jogged, alright, and then mix up these cards on top of that, alright, you can easily accomplish this. Because at this point, all you need to do is push down on this card, push in, catch a break, and table cut like this. And you've just done that. Let me go over that again because you might be a little confused. In real speed, I say I'm going to shuffle the pack. At this point, I go like this, and at this point, I'm going to cut the pack. And when I do that, I get one card on top, and then obviously their card is somewhere in here. Now, here's basically what I'm doing. I'm taking half the pack, like I said. I'm going to in-jog one card. This is the one card that's going on top of the pack. You shuffle all these cards on top, an overhand shuffle. You're going to square it up and catch your break, alright, a small pinky break, and table cut this down. You've just done that, so now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then their card. Their card should be one card further than it was before, and we've successfully done that. Alright, now you can use other ways. I personally think that's the most convincing. At this point, you use the same number, so we chose 12, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They're going to peek at the next card, just like we did before. You want to do the exact same thing. You're going to repeat it. Now, this is going to be the card that you predicted inside the box. So if you remember, the top card was the 6 of diamonds, and what do you know? It's a 6 of diamonds. So, for the second spectator, you're always going to know what their card is, no matter really what it was, all right? Unless you messed up the shuffling and whatnot, you won't know it, all right? Now, at this point, right when you reach their card, alright, and they say, okay, this is your card, the card next is spectator number one's card. So you have basically both spectators' cards in the same position, and this makes it very easy for you. So you know what this card is. You know the second spectator's card. So at this point, when you bury it in the pack, you're saying, okay, that card was the 6 of diamonds. You can cut the pack a couple of times, alright, let the spectator do this, and then you're going to go through the pack. You explain to the spectator you had a free choice. Now at this point, you're looking for that 6 of diamonds, that card that you wrote down inside the box. When you see the 6 of diamonds, you look at the card directly next to it, alright, or below it. So this is really below it because, you know, as you can tell, below it, alright? And you see the Ace of Hearts. What that tells us is that this spectator number one's card was the Ace of Hearts. So it's basically just looking, using a key card, and you'll know the cards. And that is what the Chinese symbols are for, alright? They think that you messed it up, and they're like, well, no, what does this even mean? And then you say their card, and, you know, you have a great trick. That is basically the trick. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. If you guys are looking for any really cool cards like the Aristocrats, Apollo deck, something amazing, I do recommend the OneEyeJack.com. If you guys haven't heard of him, I'll leave a link to his in the description, alright, to his website. Basically, he sells playing cards, alright, many types, a lot of which, you know, you probably don't even notice and you've never even known about. But if you do want to go to that website, you can use the code CLUBS and get 10% off your order, which I think is great. So feel free to use that. I hope you guys enjoyed the trick. And as always, remember, I'll be back.